Hey guys, welcome back to ED Figure Unboxing. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And today we're going to take a look at Figma number 476, Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia. And I just finished the most recent anime. Really like it. If you haven't checked it out, please do. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But Shoto is definitely one of my favorite characters. Well, I like a lot of them. But anyways, here's the left of the box, here's the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And honestly, I didn't really enjoy Bakugo and Midoriya from Figma. And it seems like this figure might be the same in terms of scale. Hopefully the articulation is better, but yeah, let's bust this thing open and see what we got. And here's the figure still in the inner packaging, looking pretty standard, and let's check it out. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and my first impression on this figure is okay. Nothing is particularly good or bad. If you have the previous figures, you know exactly what to expect. And I still have that same issue where I don't think it scales well with other characters. Let me just quickly compare with Figma Kirito and Meizi Yamaguchi Midoriya. And as you guys can see, I think his head is a little bit too big and he could be a little bit taller and maybe a little bit more slim. I don't know. I'm not sure what the problem is. The scale just looks a little bit weird to me. But do let me know in the comments on what you think. And some people might not care. It's going to vary from people to people, and that's okay. But personally, I do care about scale. And I don't need him to be as tall as Kirito. I just hope he looks a little bit more slick. And let's just take a closer look at the figure. His articulation is a lot better compared to Bakugo and Midoriya, and I think that's a big plus. And in terms of looks, it looks like he walked out straight from the anime, even though I wish maybe his hair could be a little bit more, I don't know, I just feel like it looks a bit more round. It can use some more definition, but yeah. And I don't seem to have any pain issues. The joints are nice and tight. And let's check out the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, can't really look down. You can tilt his head side to side, no problem. And the shoulder is just on a ball joint. You can raise his arm up about this much, which is quite a lot. And you do have shoulder swivel with the Figma joint, as well as bicep swivel also with the Figma joint. You can curl about this much, and you do get the ball wrist. And for the ab crunch, we do get quite a lot of movement. You can bend forward about this much, bend backwards about this much, but you gotta be careful with this gap. Have some very good side-to-side movement. And for the leg, I don't quite like this diaper piece, but it does give you a lot of articulation. You can kick up about this much, bend about this much, thigh swivel, side-to-side pivot, and toe hinge. And I believe that's it for the articulation. Overall, feels pretty smooth. Should be able to pull off some really cool poses. And let's check out some accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default face, and I think it looks pretty good. And I forgot to mention, you are able to pull this out to give it a little bit more articulation, but again, looks a little bit odd with this diaper piece. And next up, we have this teeth gritting angry face, and I think it looks very good as well. And lastly, we have a smiling face, and I think it looks great. And for the other stuff he came with, I don't think I need to go into details. It's pretty straightforward. We have two types of display open hands and one hand for him to hold accessories. And we do get the ice effect for the foot and the fire effect for his left hand. And yeah, I believe that's everything. Doesn't come with a whole lot, but let's check out some action posing. And for the size comparison, let us start with some of My Hero Academia figures I have around, and I think they look okay together, all things considered. And then we have some good old Dragon Ball SH figure arts, and I actually think they look pretty good. And then we have some recent Marvel figures I have around. And then we have some Kamen Riders. And lastly, we have some other random figures I have around, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I think the figure has definitely grew on me, and I do highly recommend it. The only issue I have with it, like I talked about earlier, is just the scale, but it could work from figure to figure, so it's not really a problem for a lot of people. And yeah, I think that's it from me. do let me know in the comments on what you think. And this is probably still the best 1/12 scale Shoto in the market right now. So yeah, I think you should go for it. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.